Mornings with Jaresha is a radio show and podcast here to equip, empower, and elevate you to the next level by helping you win your mornings and win your day with inspiration and motivation so you can wake, slay, pray, and take action. Today is a fabulous day to be great, have great, and do great. You just have to be willing to unleash your greatness and take action. This show is for everyone from all walks of life who just simply want to feel empowered and motivated to take the next step. Now, let's get it, let's go. Mornings with Jaresha begins now.
Welcome back. Welcome to the Morning with Jaresha show. It is another day, y'all. It's another day. It's another opportunity. And if you don't know, on this show, it's all about elevating yourself. It's all about making sure we're going to show up for ourselves each and every day so we can execute on our goals, our dreams, and walking into our purpose. And so, if this is your first time tuning in, I'm so happy that you're listening and you're tuning in. If you have been rocking with us, can I just say high five to you? Because we know that just life just happens, right? It's just what it's going to do. Each and every day, each and every day, we experience so many different things, and for you to be here listening, tuning in, I just have to say high five to you. My hat goes off to you because if we can be clear, I think we all know how each and every day sometimes for many of us, it's a struggle just to get up each and every morning, to get up, to get moving. And I just want to be that voice that is going to empower you to keep going, that voice that's going to really help give you something to think about each and every morning, each and every day, that's going to motivate you, that's going to inspire you. Because I'm not going to ever sit here on this show, this platform, and act like, I just have it all figured out, have it all together, because I don't. But at the end of the day, I believe in connections. I believe in connecting. I believe in utilizing our resources. I believe in developing self, improving self, growing self. And on this journey, that's what I've been doing. And so, if I can help you a little bit on this journey, then that's exactly what I'm going to do. So, thank you for showing up each and every day. You just don't even understand how much I appreciate all the support that I get, all of the emails, all of the DMs. Like, I appreciate each and every one of you. So let's jump into it because I really want to just jump into the breakfast breakdown and then we'll go right into what I'm going to share with you today. So, for the breakfast breakdown, it's all about what I'm learning, what I'm loving, and what is really empowering me. And today, I am I'm I'm really just, I love learning. I love learning. I love growing. I love developing. I love improving. And if you're like me, then that just there's so many different layers of that. So many different layers. But what I'm learning, and if I can say this, it's something that I'm learning each and every day, and that is to always be 100. Always be 100% real, no matter what. So showing up as who I am and being willing to be that 100%, so keeping it real. So I'm that keeping it real with you kind of girl. And I've been that way, for as long as I can remember. But for me, that means No matter what, no matter the situation, the circumstance, I'm gonna always be 100% me. I'm going to always be 100% real with someone. And often I feel like there are times that we have a tendency to sugarcoat the truth, sugarcoat stuff. And that has never been me. And I'll tell you why. And actually, I'm going to talk about this on today's show. But the reason why is because of the fact that I like to be able to um, really share the way that I want someone to actually, treat me. So I give the way I want to receive. And hopefully that really makes sense. So that means I'm going to show up being 100% me, 100% real, 100% of this is what it is. This is the truth. This is what it is, 100%. And that is the version of me that always shows up, no matter what. And so a lot of times I think that some of us do not necessarily want to receive it that way. So some of us like to be sugar coated. We like things to be sugar coated to us. We don't want the 100% real. So a lot of us can't handle the truth. And I am definitely that truth girl. So, at the end of the day, I have always felt like it doesn't matter if you think I can't take or you think I can't handle the truth. I rather you give me 100% the real. This is how it is. This is how it's going to be. Like, let's put it on the table versus having to sugarcoat it because the fact that or water it down because you don't want to hurt my feelings. So the flip side of that means I'm going to be 100%. I am 100% all the time, even in circumstances and situations where it may hurt to hear the truth. I feel like the truth must be delivered regardless of how you're going to receive it. Because to me, and at least in my mind, in my eyes, it's best to know the truth. It's best to know all the facts, having everything put on the table versus not, and things being watered down, being sugar coated, and not knowing the complete truth and nothing but the truth. So I'm really learning to always show up as that person, even if the other person is not willing or does not want to actually receive that 100% this is how it is. So we have to be authentic to who we are. We have to show up as the person who we are, right? And not apologize for being that person. And so each and every day I'm learning how to always be that person and not apologize for it, not sugarcoat it, not water it down because this is me. Now at the same time I'm not saying that we just you just present whatever that truth is in a way that's going to completely destroy someone completely. The goal is not to hurt someone. There's ways to communicate to where you're not going to be necessarily hurting someone in a way that is like badgering them or putting them down. But at the end of the day, the truth is the truth. And what do they say about the truth? The truth shall set you free, right? So that's what I'm learning. What I am loving, y'all, what I am absolutely loving today is, so I think I've talked about on this show before on how I absolutely love coffee. For those of you that don't drink coffee, that feel some kind of way about coffee, listen, don't judge me. I love coffee. Okay. I really love Starbucks. I'm an iced coffee kind of girl. And if I can be 100%, as I just talked about, I love Starbucks, but Starbucks, it really pulls at my pockets, right? My pocketbook. Is that even a thing anymore? So for those of you that are old enough to understand and know what a pocketbook is, you'll love that. But it pulls at my pocketbook or my purse. It really pulls at my wallet because those Starbucks prices are kind of pricey, even though it's good. But you turn around if you're going to Starbucks every day, and let me just say, it adds up, right? Especially if you're trying to save. So I love Starbucks. However, I said, you know what? I'm not gonna do this Starbucks thing every single day, even though I love Starbucks. I'm going to, make my own iced coffee every single day at home and keep it moving. And so that's what I've been doing. Now, mind you, it is not the Frappuccino that I usually get at Starbucks, but I'm telling you, I'm still loving my iced coffee. It is good. It does what it needs to do. And so I'm absolutely loving this every single day, enough to where I wanted to tell y'all. So that is what I'm loving. What is really making me feel empowered today. And I have actually been feeling empowered each and every day since then. Of course, there's different things that empower me every single day, but just to speak on this specific thing. So, I want to give a huge shout out to the Eric Thomas community. I know I've talked about Eric Thomas and him and his crew on this show before, but I truly believe in investing in my growth. I believe in investing in my growth, and so, because of that, and because of the fact that I've listened to Eric Thomas for years, so when I tell you years, I have been following him for years. If you're not familiar with Eric Thomas, check out his YouTube. I'm telling you, you will be so happy that you did. But so I joined his amazing community. I've been a part of this community and been rocking with this community for quite some time now. And I just appreciate, the messages. I appreciate the messages each and every day. I appreciate his devotion. I appreciate the community. I appreciate being attached to and connected to an amazing community that thinks like me, and the fact that we are all striving for growth. We're all wanting to grow. And so I say all of that to say this: if you're not a part of a community that is supporting you, that you can grow in, that you feel like, they just are going to motivate you, that's going to keep you pushing forward, then you definitely are doing yourself a disservice. So you need to be a part of a community that's going to help really add value to you so that you can grow. Now, luckily for me, I'm a part of several communities like this. So, not just the Eric Thomas community, but the John Maxwell community, and the list just keeps going on. The Female Entrepreneur Association community. I'm a part of several communities that I'm able to, really stay connected and understand that I'm with like my tribe. I'm with my people, right? I'm with the people that understand, they get me, they know, because we're all on this journey of growth together. So that is really empowering me today. And so, as I speak about empowering, I want to mention that, my goodness, uh, not just that, those communities empower, because I feel like, there's a such thing as, and I mentioned three, there's a such thing as being a part of just so many different things that you don't even have time to, we're always saying yes, 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 yes. And sometimes we need to say no. So we can't be a part of everything. However, we do get the option to pick and choose the ones that's really going to pour into us the most, that's really going to add value to us the most. And so those are three that those are my, I'm never going to leave these communities because of me being attached and connected to those communities has really helped me on my growth journey. And so I say, get connected, be a part of a community, but also you have to choose that community wisely. You have to really, do your due diligence and your research to make sure that it's the community for you. Because sometimes we feel like it's a one size fits, all kind of deal, and it's not. So, really check those communities that's out there. Make sure, but make sure you're connected to people who support you, uplift you, and empower you. And so, with that being said, let's really dive in to talk about what the topic of the day is. And so, when I was, really thinking about what do I want to talk about on today's show, um, I was like, what is the thing that I feel like has been, just popping up so often in communications, conversations and all of that. And so I was like, you know what? I've never really talked about this on this show. And that is um the whole saying. It's a saying that I think we've all said. Um and we've either said or heard, and that is what comes around goes around. Now, not only is a saying, there is a song, there's all kinds of things, and we really know this what comes around goes around as this whole phenomenon of karma, right? Karma that's going to suggest that each person's actions, good or bad, is going to have some kind of effects on their future. Well, we know this to be true. And I'm sure if we look at, our own lives and the things that maybe we've done in our past, whether it's good, bad, it's a matter of, you know, each choice, each decision that we make, there's, always some kind of consequence. There's always going to be something, right? It's like layers. So when we say yes or when we say no, there's always layers to it, right? And so I was like, you know what? I really want to talk about this today because I feel like um, this is something that I can look at my own life and say, you know what? Again, whether your action is good, bad, um, we can see how it truly affects your future. And so I really want to dive into this. I want to dive into it from the standpoint that it helps you to look at your own past, right? Look at your own past and say, you know what? I know and recognize that these decisions that I've made kind of, led here has brought me to this point. But what decisions can I be making right now? What kind of actions can I take right now that will really inevitably affect your future? Because I truly believe so when we think about a lot of times when we say what comes around goes around or this whole karma thing, we're thinking about it from a bad standpoint versus looking at it and saying, you know what? Uh, let me really put some action. Let me put some good actions. Let me create these good habits right now. Let me make some good decisions right now so that the decisions and the actions that I'm making is going to really pave the future in a good way. Right. So that's what I want to dive into. I wanna dive into it, but, and I really hope that it helps you really process some things because when I tell you anytime I even present a topic or share anything, it's because I have had some time to reflect on it in my own life and how this whole essence of karma, um, it really kind of unravels those deeds, whether good, bad. It's gonna shapes our destiny. It influences our relationships, and it can truly drive your personal growth. But we have to look at it from a different standpoint. So not from that bad side of things, even though that's something that we all know, the whole what goes around comes around. Guess what? If you're going to keep doing wrong, keep doing bad, then know that things are going to um present itself in your life to where it's not going to be a good flow for you. And I think that we all can attest to that, just looking at something in of our own lives and saying, okay, there's another saying that, okay, this is going to come back full circle. And a lot of times it does. And so that's why I really think it's so important on, on really having those, we really have to be mindful of our actions. So making sure that, that we be mindful of our actions, knowing that those actions they're going to become your legacy. And so that's really what this is all about, right? So every action has a reaction, and what we put into this big world will come back to us. And if we would just think about that, if we would lead with that every single day, we would understand that those acts of kindness, um, the moments that we're generous, and even those those instances in our lives of the negativity. It's like the ripple effect, right? It's a ripple effect that a lot of times find their way back to us. And so my question is, right now on this journey, and I talk about this becoming her journey and what that looks like, but each and every show, I also talk about, how we have to execute on our goals, our dreams, and walking into our purpose. When we think about the whole notion of we have to be mindful of our actions because they become legacy. When I tell you, like, that's it right there. That is absolutely it right there. That is it. We can end the show. We can, just really reflect on that. Because when I was thinking about that, it's like my actions every single day. So what the decisions that I'm making, everything that I'm doing, the executing on my goals, dreams, and walking into my purpose, or, not doing the things, not feeling like I want to do the things, or, all these decisions that I'm making becomes my legacy, the legacy that I'm leaving for my kids and my grandkids and, generations to come. It's all about the actions that you're taking now. Now, talk about the pressure, right? The pressure and understanding that what you're doing today, what you did yesterday, and maybe the lack of action is becoming your legacy. And the question then becomes, is that the legacy that you're wanting to leave? Is that the legacy based off of your actions today, your actions yesterday? Is that the legacy that you're wanting to leave? Now, I really feel like, each and every day we should choose actions that's going to foster positivity and kindness. That when we do those things, we influence this whole notion of, karma, or what comes around goes around. That whole thing that returns to us, it's about shaping our future, right? Shaping our future that's going to be filled with hope and opportunity. And the key in all of this is you. The key is you. So another big part of that, what comes around goes around, is all about how we treat others. I think that's a big part. And I think that's probably the major part to where, when, we may have said this whole thing about karma and what comes around goes around, it's all about the way that you treat others. So in the way you treat others, you are, you write the blueprint of how you invite the world to treat you. And I think if many of us would think about that, it's that the whole, do unto others as you want them to do unto you. And I actually mentioned that early in the show when I talked about truth and being 100%, because our interactions with other people, it really serves as a mirror reflecting our character and really that karma that we attract. So we really need to check our relationships, right? We need to check our relationships in making sure that we're going to foster that environment of respect, of empathy, of understanding, because when we do, we encourage that flow of positive energy. And so one of the things too that I thought about when I was like, oh, this is a good topic to really bring forth, and really hope that it helps you to think about some things. But this personal growth thing. And so when we are developing, when we're growing, when we're improving, the journey of our personal growth is paved with the bricks of our actions. And so, just as I just said, each decision and the actions is going to contribute to to your self improvement and your development. And so, knowing that, knowing that as we are going through this life, right? The life that just keeps lifing, the life that just has all kinds of challenges, it's the understanding of what goes around comes around, this whole karma thing, if you will, that really helps us. It helps us in guiding us towards choices that's going to really align with our highest good, going back to being the highest version of ourselves. So when we recognize that these challenges that we have is an opportunity for growth, and then, the failure that we experience is a lesson, it's really a lesson in disguise. It empowers us to embrace those, what I like to call the full circle moments. And so as we do that, we sometimes really have to look through that the lens of, okay, this what goes around comes around thing, and really understand that it can motivate us to act with intention and purpose, knowing that our actions today, right now, is going to shape our reality for tomorrow. So I really, I don't want to get too deep into this, because I feel like that's where you need to take this to the next level and really look at your actions of today. So I hope that this really wakes you up, because I feel like it's time to wake up and understand the power you hold in your hands. You are the creator of your destiny, a master, right? You're a master shaping your future with every action you take. So let me tell you something. What you send out into the world has the power to change not only your life, but the lives of those around you. It's like a boomerang. It's like a boomerang. You throw it out and it comes back, right? It comes back. Making sure when it returns, though, it's going to bring back, you want to make sure that when it returns to you, it's going to bring back blessings, blessings, right? Blessings upon blessings. Um, Not the lessons you weren't really, ready to learn. So we have to make sure that as we're on this incredible journey ahead, because you are on an incredible journey, know that it's filled with endless possibilities, and it's really paved by the choices that you make each and every day. So every act of kindness, every word of encouragement, every gesture of love that you give out, it is it is really setting the foundation for a tomorrow filled with joy, success, and fulfillment. But here's the real talk. And if I'm I'm gonna be 100%. It's not just about what's coming back to you. It's about who you become in the process, the character you build, the resilience you develop, and the hearts you touch along the way. That's the real reward. So I really want to challenge you today to rise up, take control of your actions, and sow those seeds of positivity and hope. Embrace those full circle moments, because believe me, what comes around goes around. And when it does, you want to be ready to catch blessings on blessings. So, no more waiting, no more excuses. You've got one life, one chance to make it count. Make today the day you decide to live with purpose, to act with integrity, and spread kindness like it's your job. Because at the end of the day, the world needs more of what you've got. So let's make those full circle moments count. Let's make karma our ally and not our adversary. It's time to rise. It's time, y'all. It's time to shine. It is time. So I hope you're ready. I hope you're ready. I hope you are ready to execute on your goals, your dreams, and walking into your purpose. I hope you are ready to take action. I hope you are ready to challenge yourself. I hope you are ready to understand that what comes around goes around. And when it does, you have to be ready. Get ready to catch the blessings upon blessings upon blessings upon blessings.
Let's get it.
Let's
Let's go.
Thank you for listening to the Mornings with Jaresha show. Follow me on all social media platforms: Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, and YouTube at Jaresha Moore. Email Jaresha at empoweronpurpose.com and text 937-938-6373. And have a great day on purpose.